Welcome back to Switcher South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash, as always, in proud collaboration with Change Cars. And today, I am not alone. This is Kumbiem on Cars.
What's up, everybody?
I'm going to tell you guys everything you need to know about the Ford Territory. We're launching it. We're out in Knysna. I'm going to tell you from the exterior look of the vehicle, interior look of the vehicle, cost of ownership, and all the important things. But for now, I just want you guys to hear Kumbi's thoughts, and then you'll hear my thoughts about the vehicle.
So this is not entirely an American car. It's built by GMC in partnership with Ford, but it's essentially a Chinese car. So you haven't really gotten rid of the Chinese car factor of it. But to be honest with you, this is a great car, 1.8 liter engine, drives really well. I mean, we've done now the route from Port Elizabeth, Gqeberha to Platte right now. And I'm impressed. I'm not keen on the looks though, and that's entirely what I'm going to show you right now. It's not a typical Ford product as we know it. But yeah, that is my thoughts. I'll hand over to Nicky Nash.
Firstly, before I carry on, I hope you guys can hear me clearly. You'll forgive me, I do not have my mics today. So yesterday I spent the better half driving or being a passenger, and I drove a bit and then I was passenger in the new Ford Territory. So I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know. Kumbi told you his initial thoughts, and this is where I come in and tell you that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So Kumbi does not necessarily like the look of the vehicle. He's not won over. Whereas I myself, I like the look of the vehicle, more especially the back. So the extra look of the vehicle, it looks good from every angle, essentially. I feel the only thing that I feel like Ford could have done more is come up with a different set of wheel design to make the car look a bit nicer, maybe bigger wheels to just cover the wheel arches. But from the front, the car looks good. I like the look of the vehicle in front. The back, same sentiments. I like it overall. It does, you can tell where the Chinese influence come in, because it does look like the models it competes with, like the Haval 86. You know, you guys are gonna mention the JQs as well. I am gonna review the JQ. I'm gonna reach out to JQ so I can review the JQ, so please be patient with me in that regard. But this vehicle itself, from the extra look of the vehicle, I like it. It's a good looking vehicle. So we are currently testing two models. So there's three model ranges, different. There's an entry level, mid spec, and a top spec. So we are testing the mid spec and top spec. Today I'm gonna be driving the top spec, but all vehicles get the same 1.8 liter engine, which produces 138 kilowatts and 318 newton meters of torque. And I'll speak about that in a bit, but I just want to mention the differences from the mid spec to the one I'm in. So the top spec, the one that I'm currently sitting in, gets a different type of leather. It gets this wood finish on the doors, this blue color, well, two-tone stitching basically, and it's a good look. It looks good. It feels good. It gets electric seats for the driver and passenger. You should get heated seats as well. I'm sure. I'll just check on the system now. You get this lovely, beautiful, big glass sliding panoramic sunroof. Then you get adaptive cruise control. You get a bigger touchscreen and a bigger digital instrument cluster, which shows you all the details you need to know. So when you jump into sport and all those things, it changes color. Speaking about jumping into sport in this vehicle, across all the models, those cars' biggest flaw is, like I told you guys, this is a Chinese influenced vehicle built by JMC, Chinese and all that. And you can see the influence of the Chinese is that every single thing that you want that has to do with the car is within the infotainment system. And if you're new to the channel, I hate that. If you're not new to the channel, you know how much I hate that. So it's something that gets to me so much. So for example, you should be seeing on the overplay video right now. When you want to go to sport and you're connected through Apple CarPlay, you need to swipe first, click the forward button, so you can go into the car's software, swipe again, click sport, then the car is in sport. There is no rotary dial to go into sport. There's no physical button to change drive modes. So you can't go into eco, normal, or sport through a physical button. You need to swipe through the menus, and that's the worst thing ever. And let me give you a practical example. If I'm driving 100 and I want to overtake, I do not have time, because I'll be connected in Apple CarPlay. I do not have time to swipe, click the forward app to get me to the software, then swipe again to go into sport. It's something that I really don't like. And we were told, so this car has on the steering wheel, there's a star. On the left hand side of the steering wheel, there's a star. You can customize that button to be your drive mode button, but this thing should come standard. I shouldn't have to customize a certain button so that it can give me drive modes. Just give me a rotary dial or a button that will jump into different drive modes. So that's where the Chinese influence comes in. Really not a fan of that. But overall feeling of the vehicle in terms of the interior, quite good. Moving on to we spoke about the drive of the vehicle. Let's go speak about more about the drive of the vehicle. Car drives decently enough. It's powered by a 1.8 liter engine producing 138 kilowatts and 380 newton meters of torque across all the ranges. So there is no diesel variant, there's no hybrid variant. It's through a 7-speed DCT, but the DCT from time to time does tend to feel and sound does tend to sound like a CVT, but it is a DCT. So it does whine a lot. But yeah, that's basically the overall drive vehicle. Quite comfortable car. Currently the car is averaging 8.5 liters to the 100, so decent considering that we weren't on the nice side of things. We weren't driving economically the whole of yesterday, so it's on the nice side of things. But that's with regards to the car. Comment down below what you guys would like to know more about the vehicle. I'm trying to think now before I actually end the video what I haven't covered. Cost of ownership. How could I forget? Cost of ownership. So this vehicle starting price is 590,000 rand for the entry level one, and then there's a mid spec one which is 646,000 rand, and then there's a top spec which is 712,000 rand. Now you are playing around so many cars. There's a lot of money. Woo. And before I actually speak about that, let me just go back to the interior and the Chinese influence. So the infotainment system, the software, is a Chinese influence software. So it's not the Ford Sync software that you all know and ones that I love. So the disadvantage of that is that this car doesn't have Ford Pass. What is Ford Pass? You can check how much petrol you have. You can check when your next service is due. It's like an app. It's an app. It's an app. You can start the vehicle with the app. You can unlock the doors with the app. You can do all these things with the app. You can see where the car is with the app. So this car doesn't have that because it doesn't use the Ford Sync system. Yeah. Back to cost of ownership. So if you finance this vehicle over a period of 5 years, which is 60 months, at an interest rate of 12.25% with no deposit, for the entry level one, which is 590,000 rand, you're looking at paying 13,100 rand. If you go to the top specification, you're looking at paying 16,100 rand, so 3,000 rand more than the entry level on a monthly basis. What do you guys think? Is that a lot of money? Would you buy this vehicle, or you'd look elsewhere? So those cars competitors is every single car the size that you guys are thinking about. So from the Hyundai Tucson, the Tiguan, the Haval 6, the Cherry Tiggo 7 Pro, the Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro, the JQ J7. I'm trying to think what else. All those cars that are in and around that category. Kia Sportage, this car competes with that. So you can already tell it's a very saturated market. Like there's too many cars already there. So tell me where you guys would go. And guys, please, I know you guys want the JQ J7. Give me time. I'll reach out. By the time you see this video, I would have reached out, and hopefully I'll get the JQ in due time. But tell me where you guys will spend your 590,000 rand at an entry level point, and at a top specification point, are you gonna take this vehicle for 712,000 rand, or its competition, or you're gonna top it up and get an Everest? So I hope you guys would like the content. I'm Nicky Nash, a very handsome young man as always, in proud collaboration with Change Cars, and I hope I've told you every single thing you need to know. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys will tell me what you think about the car, which one you take. I hope you're gonna take this one. Would I take this one? I wouldn't, because of that software. They must put a Ford Sync software, then I'll love the vehicle. Otherwise, no. But yeah, I'm Nicky Nash. I'll see you in the next one.